We are here in the plains and the fields of Kansas City, Kansas. Hello everyone and welcome to the Kansas Speedway for today's running of the Hollywood Casino 400. And we're here today for the NASMAR Community Cup Series. It's race 2 of the playoffs in the round of 16. And after next week in Bristol, we will eliminate 4 drivers from championship contention for the NASMAR Community Cup Series title in 2023. And this is the second race of the playoffs. Like I said, the 28th race of 36. And we have 35 drivers here today getting ready to rock and roll for 15 laps. Let's take a closer look at them. Down to our pit reporters.
Kevin Harvick enters the NASMAR playoffs as one of the title favorites. He's been very consistent, but only has 1 win so far this season. Kansas has been a great track to him in the past, and it's his last race at Kansas Speedway, so you can bet that Happy Harvick will be on it to try to win today.
Arguably the championship favorite at this point in the season is Chase Elliott. He has 3 wins on the season, but he also has an intense rivalry with Denny Hamlin. We'll see if any of that beef carries over to Kansas here today.
Michael McDowell barely made the playoffs, but with a win at Watkins Glen, he's in. He's not a favorite by any means, but after a good qualifying session, there's optimism for the 34 crew. It's the NASMAR playoffs, anything can happen. Watch out for Michael McDowell today, here at Kansas.
Kyle Larson in the number 5 Chevrolet Camaro comes into this race third in points currently. The 5 team has been super consistent all season long, and coming to one of his best tracks at Kansas. We'll have to see if the number 5 can lock himself into the round of 12 today.
Well, now that we've got all the information that we need from some of the best drivers here in the field, let's go ahead and get to your starting lineup. On pole and on the front row, it's Christopher Bell and Kevin Harvick. Down in row 2, we have Chase Elliott and Alex Bowman, a couple of Hendrick teammates. Then we have Todd Gilliland and Kyle Busch, Denny Hamlin and William Byron, and rounding out your top 10 with Chase Briscoe and Brad Keselowski. 11th and 12th will be McDowell and Truex. Then you have Ty Gibbs, Joey Logano, and Eric Jones. Those are 3 non-playoff drivers. And then you have Kyle Larson, Bubba Wallace, Ryan Blaney, Tyler Reddick, Daniel Suarez, Austin Cindric, Ross Chastain, Eric Almirola, Harrison Burton, Chris Buescher, Ty Dillon, J.J. Yaley, A.J. Allmendinger. And then behind them, you have Priest, Austin Dillon, Josh Berry, Corey LaJoie, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Justin Haley, and rounding out your 35-car field here today from Kansas will be B.J. McLeod. Well, like I said earlier, it's going to be a 15-lap duel here in the fields and the plains of Kansas, and it is bound to be a fun one here. And like I said, 15 laps, 35 drivers. I've said it many times here today. And if you win this race, you're into the round of 16, or you get out of the round of 16 and into the round of 12 here in the playoffs. So this week and next week at Bristol are going to be very crucial if you want to make the next round. But it's just about go time from this 1.5-mile monster. Let's send it down to the command from Tim, aka NLS Network, to get this party started.
On behalf of NSCS and NLS Graphics, it's time to get fired up here in the Bluegrass State. Gentlemen, start your engines.
Well, thank you, NLS, and the drivers are rolling off the grid. We're getting ready for 15 laps here at the Kansas Speedway. And the pace laps, the pace car, now gonna peel in down pit road. Green flag is flying. We're racing for NASMAR in Kansas. Christopher Bell leading him in turn 1, but look at Keselowski and Truex. 3 wide on the outside already, and down the backstretch into turns 3 and 4. It's Elliott diving to the bottom. Gonna try and get to the door of Harvick. He's gonna do just that, 3 wide for second, but Bell is gonna lead lap number 1. It's Briscoe on the inside of Elliott trying to hang tough there off of turns 1 and 2. Here's Harvick on the outside of Christopher Bell for the lead down the backstretch at Kansas. Bell's going to dive it into 3 and 4. Up the track into Harvick a little bit there and to the line. Harvick's going to lead that lap. We got a new leader here in Kansas. And he is one of your playoff drivers, so if he does win today, he will advance. Down the backstretch, you can see all the 3 wide here in the top 10 and into 3 and 4. Look at Keselowski painting the bottom line. And here they are coming into turns 1 and 2. Oh, spin to the back. It's Ty Gibbs and it's Joey Logano going around off of turns 3 and 4. And it's the 54 machine in the 22. Let's take a quick look at what happened. It looked like the 54 might have gotten a tap from the 23. And just gets up into the 22 and they're set spinning. They'll head down pit road for a fresh set of tires. And that's it for stage 1. As you see the results here, Harvick wins it with Keselowski and Bell finishing 2nd and 3rd. But that's going to wrap it up for stage 1 here today. Let's go ahead and send you to commercial break. And we'll see you right after this.
We're going to be in overtime. Denny Hamlin leads him to the line. We're back to green. Car on the wall, Alex Bowman. Contact made into the fence.
Oh, Elliott, it's the 11. The 11's off the 24.
Hard crash for him. The caution comes out with Logano out front.
We are back from break, and you can see the drivers choosing at the choose cone. Harvick goes inside. Keselowski goes to the outside. And we're getting ready to restart here for stage 2. It's Harvick and Keselowski on the front row this time. Green flag's back in the air. We're racing once again here in Kansas. Into turn number 1. Oh, spinner in the middle of the field. It's Bowman up into the field and a massive hit into the outside wall for 5 cars here, it looks like. 5 cars, 6 cars. Reddick piles in as well. A bunch of championship contenders and playoff hopefuls all in this one. As you can see, Bowman gets turned by McDowell, and oh my goodness, a big hit into the 17 there as they go hard into the outside wall. Man, that is tough to watch for the 17 of Chris Buescher. As you can see, he also collects Jones and Larson in this mess. Looks like Blaney got punted in there by Suarez, and I think Reddick, I'm not quite sure what happened with the 45 car. Looks like he was just committed to that outside line and just piles in there. But these guys all going to be towed away, as that is a massive, massive crash here on the start of stage number 2, which is going to leave us with 1 lap to go in this stage. An eventful start, but we'll see you after this break. And here are the drivers, 1 lap to go in stage 2. The choose rule has already been completed. And here are the drivers off of turn number 4. Green flag's back in the air for Harvick. Can he take stage 2? Harvick looking to sweep the stages. He's going to clear off the bottom down the backstretch, and so will Keselowski. Here they come now down the backstretch into turns 3 and 4 for the final time in stage 2. Harvick goes up to block Keselowski. They check up big time off of 4 to the line. It's going to be Harvick that is going to beat them out for stage number 2. As we'll take another look at this, Keselowski got all the way up against the wall with a big run. Harvick throws a late block. Keselowski not able to make the move for the win of stage 2. He falls just short to Harvick again, who sweeps the stages. McDowell, Byron, and Bell will round out your top 5 for stage 2 here in Kansas. A very eventful stage 2. We'll be back for stage 3. Going to be another 5 laps, and we'll see you then right after this quick commercial break. We're back from break for the choose cone to start stage number 3. Harvick goes bottom, Keselowski goes top. It's going to be another 5 laps for stage number 3. And here are the drivers off of 4. Green flags back in the air, but never mind. The 77 sideways into the 15, and they're hard into the outside wall. Right off the rip on the restart. And you can see a pushing job gone wrong from the 15. Sends both him and the 77 into the outside wall hard. It's Ty Dillon and J.J. Yaley. A massive, massive hit into the outside wall for those two. And those two are obviously going to be out of this race. But to the choose cone, it's a 6 and 4 that go to the top. The 34 and the 24 to the bottom, though. And we'll see how this restart goes. It's going to be 2 laps to go. And here they come. Keselowski leads him back to the green. Here they come. Oh, Byron to the inside of the 34. They're 3 wide, 2 rows deep. And off of turn number 2, it's Byron and Keselowski in the lead. Harvick into the wall a little bit there. But into 3 and 4, they get up high. It's Byron and Keselowski going to fight for this win on the front straightaway. White flag flies from the Kansas Speedway into turns 1 and 2. Keselowski goes high, but Byron gets up higher. Here they come off at turn number 2. It's a 24 to the inside of the 6 car. Down the back straightaway into turns 3 and 4 for the final time. It's Byron to the inside. He slides up into the 6. They're into the wall. The 6 keeps it straight. And off at turn number 4. Welcome to the round of 12 RFK Racing. Brad Keselowski wins at Kansas. What a finish from the Kansas Speedway. And Brad Keselowski comes out on top over the 24 of William Byron, who makes a last-ditch effort in turns 3 and 4. They make contact, but Keselowski's able to hold the wheel straight, keep the power down, and win in Kansas. He's going to burn it down on the front straightaway. And what a win for Brad Keselowski to lock into the round of 12 of the playoffs for the NASMAR Community Cup Series in 2023. Man, I'm out of breath. What a thrilling final lap. But your top 10 are as follows. Keselowski beats out Byron in a last lap duel here in Kansas, followed by Chase Briscoe. Then you have Michael McDowell and Todd Gillen. It's Kevin Harvick, Christopher Bell, Kyle Busch, Denny Hamlin, Chase Elliott that will round out your top 10 from Kansas. It's Truex barely missing out on the top 10. Then it's Cindric, the 99 is Suarez, Bubba Wallace, and Ross Chastain. That's your top 15. The rest of your top 20 will be 16th place, the 78 of BJ McLeod with a fantastic run today. Then it's Ty Gibbs, Justin Haley, Corey LaJoie, and AJ Allmendinger rounding out your top 20 here today from Kansas. What a fantastic race from this 1.5-mile monster. And the fans, they showed up here today. What a fun race it was from Kansas, and I cannot begin to thank all of my contributors enough to this race. I cannot begin to thank them enough. Thanks to my pit reporters Gavin Beers, 12, Sarah Cup Series, MLCS Racing Network, and Speed Cup Stop Motion, along with NLS Network, who did the command here today, and also the graphics. So a huge shout out to all of them for truly being some of the nicest people I've met on this online platform. And thank you guys so much for watching this race. I really, really hope you guys did enjoy. And hopefully next season we'll see you for the NASMAR Community Cup Series regular season. That's going to wrap it up from Kansas. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.